Let's go full screen here. Yo, what's going on, everybody? Matty Icy with Profit Props. This is the Sharp Side. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. As always, we will recap. A couple days ago, 3-0 on the NBA straights. Yesterday, we were, I believe, 2-2 in the MLB. Let me get the recap up here. 2-2 in the MLB, yes. And then in the WNBA, 1-0. All we had was Alyssa Thomas over 8.5 assists. It's a pretty solid day yesterday. Getting into today in the W, I do have the under in the Mercury game. I believe that's all I have there. 2 Nerfies out. A lot of wind blowing out today, so I went half a unit on each of those. Pirates Nerfie paid a juicy minus 150, but I made it minus 199, and then Mets Nerfie minus 110 at DK. I made that one like 184, but that's before the wind. I think that might be a little high, but I still think there's a bunch of value there. NBA, I have one play out currently, have right up on it. Jalen Williams over 23.5 points, minus 108 at FanDuel. I like the 25 plus as well. Get into that more, but if you look on my write-up, you can see usage percentage has skyrocketed. Field goal attempts are pretty high, 18. I think he's averaging about 18 or 19 in this series. I believe it went 19, 14, 18, 18, and 25 for his field goal attempts. So we'll get into that. Already played it. Possible some laddering opportunities. I do there, sneak peek. I do like the possibility of Lou Dort's threes over. All right, interesting announcement or exciting announcement. For those of you that tap in daily here, my site is up. So as you can see here, Profit Props, this is a beta, okay? This is definitely not a finished product, but as you can see here, projections for each player are here, and you can adjust minutes and field goal attempts. At the start of next season, I will have usage percentage here, but with so little time left, I'm not devoting a lot of time here. But you can see my projections. Next year, you'll be able to click into this, and it'll pull up odds and things of that nature. That will be coming to the WNBA very, very shortly. But just so you know, that is available now if you want to go cross-reference when I'm talking about my model. Chet, projections for Chet are 14.5 points. I don't really want to attack the points, but his rebounds I am kind of interested in, or maybe even a double-double. I'm at about 10.5 on the rebounds. He's over this line in 3 straight. You can see he's played 30-plus minutes in each of those games, eating up a lot of those Hardenstein minutes. Playoffs, when he plays 30-plus minutes, 55% hit rate, over in 6 of 11. Obviously, a lot easier matchup than maybe like a Jokic or even a Aaron Gordon. Although Aaron Gordon definitely had a solid playoffs until he was hurt. Then Julius Randle, I think all of those potentially more difficult rebounding matchups than, say, a Pascal Siakam. Do lean over Pascal's points, though. We'll get to that later. What's the double-double price on Chet? He did miss this last game because I believe he only had like 6 or 9 points. 9 points. But I do have some interest here in this Chet double-double. Plus 125, best domestic book I see. I do lean this way. Maybe I know we're going to have a same-game parlay boost, so that might be the direction I go with that one. Let me go ahead and get J-Dub down here on the banner as well. All right. Oh, shit. Let me get that scrolling. I do like the Chet dub at plus money. I'm going to leave it as a lean for now. If you're running it straight, I would probably just go quarter or maybe a half unit on the double-double. But I like this as a potential lay piece, reducing risk. Hardenstein, PRA unders. He had 16 in the last one, 20 minutes. His rebound chances were absolutely up last game. I'd probably just avoid Hardenstein as a whole. Miles Turner. Keep in mind that Halliburton is banged up, so the pieces around him may need to step up. Just 25 minutes out of him last game. Usage has dropped in 3 straight. Field goal attempts tied his playoff low, it looks like, last game. Miles Turner, the only reason I would think to run it over is if you're really concerned about the Halliburton calf injury. Expect the pieces around him to step up, but I'd be afraid to run anything on Miles Turner. Again, we're super deep into the season. The books are going to be very efficient. I have no leans on Turner. I'm close on the Chet double-double. Absolutely nothing there from me on Miles Turner. Shea's points are interesting with me already being on Jalen. I definitely don't want to be on the over here. I don't want to attack the under either. If there was a decently priced 34.5, maybe I would think about it. My model comes in at 32.36. So I do lean under the 33.5, but I would want to be at 34.5 before I even thought about it. And then still, I'd be a little nervous. Assists are coming in at 6.5 minus 146. Keep in mind, he's coming off of 10 last game. My model projections are 5.28, so I do lean under there as well. Model's going to definitely lean under PAs. I'm going to be a little too afraid to take it. 32, 37, 37.5, 37.62. 37.62. It's a pretty strong lean. Man, there's even 40.5 out there. I'm tempted with the Shea under. I just know he's one of the top players in the NBA. Carlisle's definitely selling out versus him. It's why I'm on Jalen Williams. Nembhard's picking him up a lot of times full court. They're doubling a lot. Last game, like they actually sold out to the double two. Jalen Williams did amazing off the cuts too. Off ball, he's making Naismith look bad. Mathurin looked bad. TJ McConnell had some possessions on him. McConnell's a decent defender. He's just not big enough. No, I don't have anything on Shea, especially not assists. Replaying last game through my head, especially not assists. Points, maybe. Definitely not assists. No threes last game. Makes sense. It's hard to get there's going to be, three's going to be hard to come by for Shea. What were his attempts like? He only had 3. I do lean under this. If they continue if they defend him like they did last game, big fan of that under actually. He would basically have to like get 2 wide open looks, which Naismith's not helping off him a lot. Halliburton's making that mistake. He's also taller, can recover a little better, but no, I'm not fading Shea today. Halliburton, again, he's injured. I'll give you my model projections. You can see just 4 points last game, 6 assists, still played 34 minutes. Usage percentage was just 13%, though. Look for the guys around him to step it up. Model projections are 15.56 and 7.83. Lean over the points, but I wouldn't play it with the injury. Same with the assists. He's not healthy. Actually, the WNBA model has it. The NBA model doesn't. If I could adjust his usage, that would actually be super. Actually, it doesn't matter because I'm not playing this either way. Moving on from Hallie, keep in mind the injury. McConnell, 18 points last game. You can see the usage skyrocketed with the injury. Minutes were up, usage skyrocketed. How many field goal attempts did TJ have last game? 1 second here, boys. I'm going to look into this TJ McConnell a little bit further. Might have something here. Minutes adjustment. And then field goal attempt adjustment. Still at 12.15, so it's not really a lot of an edge. So, all right. All good, all good, all good. I do lean over TJ McConnell's points here, though. I do lean over. I'm at 12.15, so I do lean over the 10.5. It's not a super large edge, though. Obi Toppin, I was talking with one of my buddies today. Either Obi or Mathurin are going to need to have a really big game if Indiana is going to have any chance. Obi played about 22 minutes last game, 24% usage percentage, field goal attempts. I like seeing double digits in back-to-back. 24 and 10. Coming in about 12 on Obi as well. Lean over on each of these guys, which, I mean, I do like it with the injury to Halliburton. I do lean over about everybody, but it's not going to be anything official on Obi. It's not quite enough. Rebounds, I come in at, one moment, Obi Toppin. Rebounds, 5, 3, 4. I do lean over, but that juice is nasty. Assists, I'm exactly 1.5 threes and 1.33 assists. It's going to be nothing for me and Obi Toppin today. Let's get to Pascal. I know I did lean over last night. Didn't pull it 20.5? No, everyone's 21.5. Model says Pascal 21.56. Yeah, right with the market. 717 on the rebounds. Do lean over there. I do lean over there. 11.5 plus money, 10.5 juiced terribly. All right. Nah, nothing there. Lean over rebounds and assists for Pascal, but nothing official. Threes exactly 1.5. I do like this at plus money. I'm exactly 1.5, so at plus money, there's definitely value there. That is about as close as the Chet double-double in my mind. Those two are very close. Pardon me. In terms of how much of a lean I have. Those both probably make it into a lay. Naismith, done a good job defensively. As I said last stream, has a large defensive responsibility. Could fall victim to foul trouble. Threes looks good, but the juice on it's nasty. And if you want to get a decent price, plus 164, what has the volume been like? Been very efficient. I'd probably stay off of Naismith. The 1.5 may be a decent lay piece, but again, big defensive responsibility from him. Lean over Lou Dort threes. 1.5, nasty juice. 2 plus 147. Plus 230 on the 3 plus. I do lean over the 3 plus. He had 6 last. You really want to be at the 6 attempts and then hope they're pretty open so he shoots 50%. Anything over 6, you're starting to feel better and better about it. Mathurin, I think, is a sleeper for a big game tonight. He had 27 in one of these games. I think he's due a 20 ball. When he gets going, Carlisle will let him play. All you need for Mathurin is to get going early. And I think he would cruise to the 20 ball. That would be one ladder spot I would be willing to approach. I wouldn't call this a ladder spot either, but I do like Jalen up to 25 plus at plus 118. I said my model comes in at 27.02. Less of a fan going up to 30, while I do think it's a possibility with how they've kind of sold out on Shea. You got to almost predict there's going to be a little bit of a I don't want to call it like a buyback, but reconsideration on how they're defending him. I do like Mathurin 15 plus and 20 plus. Sprinkles, people. Sprinkles. Let's go see what the FanDuel SGP is. Let's go see what the FanDuel SGP boost is. $30% finals. We've also got a 30% in the W we'll cook up on stream with. All right, let's put Chet 8 boards in there. I'm going to go J-Dub to give us 20. This is going to be I'm going to go a small and a large. J-Dub to give us 20. We are at minus 117 right there. There's really nothing bought down. You know what? Pascal. I do like Pascal. Pascal at 15. All right, look. I'm going to put a little something on that one. But I want to go Lotto on the 30% boost. And the Lotto, I think, is Mathurin to give you 15. J-Dub to give you 25. And Lou Dort to give you 3 threes. Plus 17, 228. They'll only let me bet 10. All right, my 30% boost is Benedict Mathurin, 15 plus points. Jalen Williams, 25 plus points. Lou Dort, 3 plus threes. Let's move on to the W now. 2 games today. Mercury on a rare back-to-back. And then they are playing – actually, I forget. Mercury play the Liberty, and then Indy plays the Valkyries. I do like Caitlin Clark's threes at plus money. I know that. Alyssa Thomas, we cashed on her assists yesterday, over 8.5 at – we laid like a minus 130. There is a 135 on the 8.5. Back-to-back in the W. You don't see that often. And were they – okay, so they're in New York today. Where'd they play last night? We cashed Connecticut, wasn't it? So that's probably just a little bus ride, not a flight. Was it the Sun last night? Yes, it was. Yo, I hate to sound like a hater. I'm from the East Coast, but what city is in Connecticut? Like, hold on, boys. I got to figure this one out. I can't believe I don't know where they actually play. I know it's in Connecticut. Okay, I see it here now. Okay, that's just a bop to New York. That's like, yeah, that is just a little drive. Definitely not even, I guess it's outside of Hartford, Connecticut. Okay, cool, cool, cool. All right, yeah, that's just a little bop. Again, though, WNBA, you don't see a lot of back-to-backs. I don't know how many there are a season. It's not many. I'll go to the model. Keep in mind they're a better defensive team. I think they're kind of middle of the pack, they being the Liberty and assists per game. Yeah, allow a bunch of rebounds, pretty middle of the pack in terms of assists per game. I come in at props, Alyssa Thomas, assist projections, 8.5. So actually not going to attack the over here. 13.5 is my points for her. Do lean over the points. Have they played each other this season? Doesn't look like it. Do lean over the points. Not going to run that, though, especially with the back-to-back. Moving on from Alyssa Thomas to Sabrina Ionescu. I want to run the over, but I think my model is right around market here. 19.95. That's with her running 31 minutes. In a competitive game, she may run more. 38 in her last game, 37, 35. Like if she runs 35, I'm probably all over this over. Sabrina, 35. Click off of it. 22.6 now. 22.6 now. Odds 19.5 minus 08. See, that's the thing. What's the spread on this game? They're 10.5 to 11-point favorites. I'm so torn. I want to run Sabrina's over points. I really do. 3.5, 3 or 2.5. 2.5 minus 120. I am at Sabrina 2.76. Honestly, with the minutes adjustments, if she ran 35, I'd be at about 3. I'm torn. I think they're going to blow them out. Home team facing a team that's rarely, rare back to back. I'm a little worried. Natasha, her minutes, as you can see, they just be blowing teams out. She don't be playing a lot of minutes. I'd lean under her assists here. 5.5, 115. I'd lean under Natasha's assists here. Sabali model says 19.17. Lean under, but the juice is crazy. Let's go to the assists. 2.5. I am at Sabali. 2.74. Lean over, but really no edge. Yeah, lean over Sabali's points. What about her threes? 1.5, 135 is available. Sabali, threes. I'm at 2. That's close. Keep in mind, Copper's back now. So, actually, does she even have a lineup? She does. I guess she's playing this. So this is just her what game back? Second. This will be her third game back. 17, then 22. If she had a game or two, or I'm sorry, if she had a day or two rest, I would assume that she would play more minutes. See her bumping into 24, 25, 26, 27. But with this being a back-to-back, I'm not as confident in that. We did just get a pretty solid move to the under in this game. Hold on. Let me see. Is there WNBA news coming out here? Yes, there is. Okay, hold on. Sammy Whitcomb is probable. Okay, Copper's ruled out. Everybody go smash. Rivers is going to be the slowest. Let's go smash some Alyssa Thomas shit. Let's go take over everything. Points probably. Assists probably. Let me get my hands on an over. Fuck, they're at 13.5. Is DraftKings still open? WNBA. Okay, they moved down to 163.5 on the total already. Player points. Go into Caesars real quick. They might get mad at this one, but see if we can pull this off. Send the security code. Hurry up. One. Can't even find WNBA on the app. Nice. Basketball. Women's National Basketball Association. Yes. Here. Here. I'm going to take the over 12.5 plus 105 for Alyssa Thomas right now. I'm going to take the over 12.5 plus 105. I know it's the Liberty, but I'm going to run that. I'm going to go a half a unit. All right. All right, I like that. Stay with me here. Again, over 12.5 plus 05 at Caesars. We're going to get a usage bump here. Okay, I'm going to stay away from the assists. I think I'm going to stay away from the total too. Just get the 12.5 there. Let me get that on the banner. I like that one a lot. Yeah, that'll work. All right. We keep it moving in this game. I don't think the total moves a lot without Copper. It's funny, we were just talking about that. I had a feeling she was going to sit anyways on the back-to-back. Could be a bump to Sabali too, even though it's a tough matchup. Oh, shit. 1 second. Let me get this. Let me get signed in here. Back in business. Let's look at Sabali real quick, or Sabali. They all pronounce it Sabali. Looks like Sabali, but everybody says Sabali. So, all right, we got Copper out this game. Is there any good 20 plus out there? 112. Yeah, see, that's what I'm looking for, boys. Take a little bit of that too. I take a half a unit of that. All day, every day. Please load faster. Thank you. Don't need this. And we'll do this. My dogs are wilding. Let's go. I'd say there's two places to look. First, you go Caesars. Caesars 20 plus 135. Not interested. I would say look at DraftKings, maybe MGM, maybe Rivers. I don't know. I'm going to look at all of them. 134 at Rivers, still not good. DK, we're going to go to DK. Got some interest in this. FanDuel was 19.5, 110 before the news. Now they don't want you to bet there. Points, 20 plus, 125 DK. I want a little piece of that. I'm going to half a unit. I want a little piece of that, half a unit. Yes, sir. I like that a lot too. Okay, let me add that to the banner and we'll keep it moving. It's actually 20 plus. All right, good work, boys. Good work, boys and ladies, everybody. All right, let's keep it moving on this game. Brianna Stewart model comes in at 19 points, 3.5 assists, 5.5 rebounds. Rebounds 5.6. Lean just right there. Lean just right there. Doesn't have a lineup. Jones. This will be what, her third game back? I know she missed a little bit of time. This is her second game back. She played 25 in the last game. Blowout road all over this one too. Although actually I don't, Phoenix has a good team. They could keep this one respectably close. I still think they work her back slowly. Not slowly, but I don't know that she runs more than 28, 29 in a competitive game. I'm going to leave Jones alone. Absolutely nothing. And then Copper's out. So we can move on. Caitlin Clark. I like her threes over. I'm pretty sure, allow a bunch of threes and are dog shit from above the break. I'm not really sure why we're getting a plus money, but I'm going to go ahead and take a crack at this one full unit. Threes plus 08 FanDuel and model projections. Again, these are posted profitprops.com. 4.06, you're giving me plus money. I will meet you at the cash register. Let me go to FanDuel, make sure this is here. WNBA. Oh, we got a boost in this bitch as well. Thank you. What's the 4 plus price? Plus 08. And then let me just make the player threes. Make sure it's same. Yeah, same. All right, locking this in for a hundo. I will have a write-up on this one as well. All right, bang, bang. We got that in there. Like that one a lot from CC. Let me get that in the banner. What time do these games start? Caitlin Clark and them play at 10, and the Liberty play at, man, I got to run Sabrina's over, man. It's at least got to be a lay. You at least got to ladder her. Caitlin Clark over 3.5 3-point made. Oh, and that was a plus 108 at FanDuel. Lock that in, show it across the bottom. We keep moving in this game. I've been very impressed with Veronica Burton this season. You can see sliding here the last couple games. Had a couple big games. Valk also got a lot of people out, whether it's injuries. I think they might have somebody – yeah, a couple people that are out for like playing in Europe and shit right now. You're like, I don't even know. So the Valk's going through it right now. What's the spread in this game? I'm curious. Also 11.5-point game. Pardon me. Massive move down in that Liberty total. If you're on MGM, I would probably grab some of the under 164.5 minus 110. I'm already on the under 163 because I knew about the Copper news before the books. But I was a dipshit and did not get it at its best price. That's all right. I still love the play. Great play. We're gonna smack it. That being said, Valk's going through it. I don't want anything to do with their side of the ball. Aaliyah Boston. Model says 13.37 points, 4.19 assists. 13 points lean over and lean under. I'm not going to have anything for Leah Boston in this game. The Valkyries are beat up. I don't have a good read on them. They're not really even beat up. They're just down pieces. Monique Billings' usage could spike today. Minutes should be way up. This all should stay the same. But again, it's such a small sample. Like, how do you... Billings could easily have a big day versus Indiana. Kelsey Mitchell's line feels kind of high for her season average, but although the Valkyries are down pieces, they've played well defensively all year. I kind of think a lot of these Indiana lines are inflated a little bit. Not really wanting to run the under though either. And that's more a me read. Like the Valkyrie, as you can see here, there's a lot of injury pieces. I'm not going to force anything else in a big ass spread. So I think we call it right there in terms of straights. Y'all know me. If you're going to give me a boost, what am I going to do with it? I'm going to send that bitch to the moon. Let's cook something up in this game. All right, let's see here. I mean, I really like the threes because they're 10th in threes allowed, second in points from above the break allowed. I like Caitlin up to 5 threes. She's only eclipsed 25 points twice. They are terrible in transition. Clark gives us 5. I don't think we can use the boost if we pair it with the Liberty. Can we? We're going to find out. We're going to find out. Because if we can, I want Sabrina 20 on this for sure. No, we can't. Lame as fuck. I do like Sabrina Sabali 2020. I like that a lot, actually. All right, first let's use this boost. Fever Valks. I do like Caitlin to give me 5 versus a team that's just abysmal from above the break. You get no value adding her 25 plus. The WNBA same game parlay hold is disgusting. Do you use the 30% boost on just that? Looks like you're actually getting a decent payout if you would parlay her rebounds under. I don't think the VIG is as bad. She's under in... I'm going to have to stew on this one. I think we're going to call it right here. Let me go ahead and recap everything. We're 45 minutes in. All right, this is the full card today. We have 2 units on the Phoenix Liberty under 163, half a unit on Alyssa Thomas over 12.5 points, half a unit on Sabali 20+ points, 1 unit Caitlin Clark over 3.5 3-pointers made. MLB, half a unit on the Pirates Nerfy, half a unit on the Mets Nerfy. 1 unit on Jalen Williams over 23.5 points. That's all I got for today. Best of luck today, y'all. I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Until then, man, let's go.